Hey guys, how you doing? I just messed up Instagram, so sorry Instagram folks. My computer shut down and I wasn't able to add that. And let me move the computer so you don't see all my junk over there. I had a big meeting today, guys, and it was very exciting. Let's see who's here. All right, there's Liz. It is interesting. It's really fun. I have done the dyeing. I haven't done the weaving, so we're going to see. Hi, Teresita and Karen, Brenda, Marion. Who else? Diane, Isabel. Just getting dark on the east coast of Scotland. There is a blackbird singing. Oh, how cool. There is Susan. How are you doing, Susan? Are you ready? Are you ready for me? I'm going to be there a week from tomorrow. So what do you think of that? That's going to be crazy. I said Charlotta, right? Hi, Charlotta. Who else is here? Hey, Kathleen. You're weaving today. Great. Oh, that's fun. All right. Everybody is saying their greetings. All right. I did not share on all of my channels, so I don't know who's going to be here, but we're going to have fun. And oh, there's Amy. All right, she's weaving a lot. Good. I can't wait to see. So let's see what's going on. I thought that maybe today I would share some of the swag that I got at BellaCon, because it's fun stuff. And you guys can see me, right? Yesterday, nobody could see me. Hey, Raylene. Okay, there's Helen. Oh, good. You're going to be at Art from the Heart. That's great, Helen. I can't wait. Oh, thank you. I did get my hair cut. Yes. I went yesterday. Do you see these guys? This might be a hint of what's coming out in October. Yeah, it felt like I think maybe I lost a couple pounds. I had a lot of hair. Probably not, but you can hope. Thank you, Amy. You see me. Very good. Okay. All right. Yeah, I thought if I'm on the road, I just need easy, you know. So anyway, I thought I would, show you the stuff from Bella and then let you know the status of the looms. Oh, Diane, you like my earrings? These might be a dye coming in October. Don't tell that I told. I had a meeting this morning where I had to share my October release with the sales team, which was like 20 people on Zoom. And so I had these on for that. So anyway, I thought I would keep them on and give you a look. Okay. It's good to see you too. Hey, Glum. Hairdressers Tuesday. Okay. Looking forward to next Friday. Oh, good, Linda. Yes, it's going to be so much fun. I hope you're not disappointed, but I think we're going to have fun. I mean, just that, you know, sometimes when you get all excited about meeting somebody and it's like they are exactly how you thought, or maybe not. Well, I think you know me by now, so let's hope. Hi, Sharon. Jewelry, or maybe other things too. Marion. You're going Friday too, Sharon? That's great. Oh, fun. You guys are going to be the first ones to see all the new stuff. Okay. All right. So what else? About the looms, I'm packing up the last batch that I have. And I think that tomorrow I'll be getting more. Okay. So I will be listing them tomorrow. Now there's going to be different stuff going in this box. There really was kind of basic things for you in the introductory kit. In the next kit, there's going to be more. So maybe some seam binding. You know, I have to go through and just narrow down what the things that I can get on a steady basis that will always go in the kit. So we'll be demanding sneak peeks. All right, well, here's one. Wait. Yeah, these are so fun, guys. You are going to love them, I hope. Meeting you in Knoxville in November. Oh, good. Thank you, Liz. Thank you. It is always better to be in person because you have more time. It's not like, oh, I have to go make dinner or whatever, it's just better, I think. Anyway, am I on YouTube? Is anybody here on YouTube? Oh, yes, I see Liz is on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, it's not many people. I know I was late getting this listed. I'm just ready, trying to get ready and trying to think of all the details. And who else is going Saturday on the 4th? I don't know. I think we have a full house, right, Susan? I was just emailing with her. You're on YouTube too? Okay, thanks, Raylene. I know I'm not on Instagram. My computer shut off, and then if you don't, you have to put a certain streaming key in. If you don't do that, it doesn't go. So full house both days. Okay, guys, that's great. Hey, Joellen. And I hope that you guys are going to be watching too, because we're going to have tours of their stores and get to meet people. Hopefully they'll be, okay with being seen on camera. So some of the people in the group here, we could see them, So I hope, if you don't want to, that's no big deal. We just don't put you on camera. But if you want to say hi to everybody, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Okay. Your Eileen's live alarm for Thursdays went off, and I jumped onto YouTube doing yard work while watching. Wow, you're industrious. Why am going hairdressers? Oh, okay. All right. Got it, Karen. All right. Very good. All right. So let's see. What else? I think this weekend, well, tomorrow night I'm babysitting for my little guys down the road, Trevor and Clara. So I'll get to see them before we leave. And, it's a big deal. I mean, I'm going to be gone the entire month of May. So it's like a lot to do before you leave for a month, So anyway, I'm got a lot of things in here. So pardon me if I'm a little more scatterbrained than usual. All right, so let me turn the camera down and let's see about the Bellicon stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. There was a lot. Now some of it I got, and everybody didn't get it because like Julie gave me some etching cream, and let's see. I think everybody got this. This is Katie Sue. They're die cut 3D collage. So it's like paper toll. I don't know if you guys remember. It's like laying images on top of each other, so they're stacked in 3D. So I have not tried this, but May loves this stuff. So, let's see how that goes. So Raylene says, my BFF is on first grandbaby watch. So excited. Oh, it is so much fun. They are adorable. All right. This was a little kit that we got from Sarah. And I have to tell you guys, on Monday, we may have another surprise for you guys of things that are happening and things that might be available. Okay, so what we did, this is an eye mask. And so this is like, I think I have to bring this with me because this you put under your eyes and it's supposed to stop the puffiness. I didn't do it there. Makeup remover. I don't wear too much. Wipe those hands. I mean, wasn't this a nice idea? Citrus stuff for in case you get sick or you don't want to get sick. Katie Sue is just down the road from you in the UK. Oh, I wish I had more time. I would love to do a big tour. We need to do it again. And look at that tiny little nail file. Wait, let me turn this down a little bit more. So thank you, Sarah. That was from her. I think I did use something in the kit, though. I can't remember what it was. All right, what is this? Oh, this is some leather. This is from Real Leather, which I'm going to be doing some classes for them on some lives. So, and I should say, Bellicon was so much fun, guys. Anybody that went to it, I think you can agree that everybody had a good time. I hope I did anyway. All right, wait a minute. I'm trying to that shouldn't have done that. All right. Let me turn this so you're not looking at. Oh, I got a ton of glue, which I was nervous to bring because I didn't have that much room. Yes, I do need to do a paper trail Europe edition. All right, that we have to do it. We got to do it. All right, this is from Gina K. Isn't that pretty? These are so cool. I love Gina K. I have met her. I taught in her store, actually. It was amazing. Yes, we were all exhausted, but it was more from the travel for me. Oh, good, Raylene. I'm glad you had fun. And guys, look at this is all the stuff that you get in the kit. All right, this was, and I love this. This was let me put it up so you can see. This is my friend Amanda, and she does these lights. So the newest one is, I can't remember the name of it, this element, but it's like you put this little light underneath your card and then you blow it out and it goes out. It is so cool. Let's connect. She is so smart. And so there it is, one light. Okay, so maybe we'll do this. Maybe I get her on a live at some point. All right, now these are from Avery L. I mean, look at the things they got. Clear polymer, pink and Maine. This cute little stack of presents or suitcases, I guess it could be, and a bow. So thank you to them. Here's another one, Impression Obsession. And that, I think, Mitra, I think she lives near me, or she used to anyway. She was down the road near Richmond. So this is from my friend Ann Butler. And these are foiling sheets. These are toner sheets that you can add foiling to. I thought that would be pretty to color. So I might bring that on the cruise. You're not going to believe this whole big stack of stuff. Hey, Tanya. What is this? Dynasty brushes. So some really nice paint brushes. These are not your junky store, craft store brushes. They're nice. What else is here? Oh, okay. Now this is from, this was from Julie's toilet paper. I had to show people. Look at the cool edge on it. Isn't it pretty? It's Texas. All right. This is a watercolor from, who is this from? I think that it's from Royal Talons. I don't see their names on it, but I think it is. Then there is Etchall, and Julie did a great demo of the Etchall. So there's this product and then another one. I'll show you in a minute. What the heck is this? Oh, a glue gun from AdTech. Like, what has a cord? So this is a nice glue gun, and I think this one might have tips on it. I can't remember which one. Hi, Adriana from Mexico. How are you? Good to see you here. All right, here's another glue that they had extra. I'm like, I might have to take that out at security. I don't know. All right, these are the, a glue runner. Oh, I didn't know they had that. I thought that was more glue sticks. Okay. Hi, Anthony. How are you? Okay, here's another one. I think, is this the one? There was one that was cordless, but it was still in the mail. It didn't get there because of, I don't know why. Most of the stuff got there, but not everything. All right, this is from Gwen Studios, and my friend Jean taught some really cute little ribbons and bows, how to use that. Some fun folds. No notification. Oh, yeah, see, I don't know. All right, now this was from JEWELLOOM. This is a tassel maker. So this is another fun product from JEWELLOOM, my friend Juliana. Okay, we should make tassels. All right, what else? You're great. I know, I'm gonna miss you too, Anthony. But hey, I'm gonna be in the UK, so some more glue sticks. That's what I was thinking of. All right, what else? More glue sticks. And I was 50 pounds. I had to go back and kind of reallocate everything. A tape runner. Boy, AdTech was very nice. Now these are so sharp. Look at them. These are crazy. And I'm not sure where these came from. They appeared on my desk. Yes, tassels for the journals. We got to get Tanya on there. She could show us a thing or two about making tassels. Here's more etch-all. That's the etching cream that you put on. You can, you know, this is the dip and etch where you dip it in the, like a jar or whatever, and this one you paint on. So I know so much cool stuff. What is this? Oh, I was asking, this is a watercolor resist. So who gave me that? I think, I can't remember. Somebody that I say thank you very much because it sounded cool. Maybe it was Chantal. Because everybody was teaching classes. So, oh yeah, here's the tip to the glue. Yeah, it goes to that. So see that? More glue, glow in the dark. Halloween? I don't know. Can you believe everybody got this stuff? Mini mix from Jesse James Beads. Now that could go, ooh, look at those little tiny tassels. They could go on our loom. They look pretty wide too. Look at the size of the holes. Some of them are just so skinny. I just think I wouldn't have the patience, but maybe I would try it. Sculpey clay, the souffle. This is a sublimation marker from Artistry. Very nice of them. What else? This is silver paint pen from Marvy. I love those. They're just handy. That's what I write on my dies with. Oh, these are samples. We actually sublimated this print on that eye mask that Sarah gave us. And we could do it again with if we refresh the ink. And I'm not even sure if we would have to refresh it. But that was one of the things we tried on the retreat. It was so fun because everybody had their stuff. And then we were like, well, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Here's another tip. And this is Lumiere light body metallic acrylic paint, I guess. Halo blue gold. Man. Oh, from Jacquard. Okay. All right. I think that might be it. Oh, here it is. This is the one we did. Isn't that amazing? This is the lace folder. You got a pair of those little scissors last year. You've been using them to cut your weaving off the loom. Oh, that's a good idea, Brenda. But yeah, look at that. That is the lace folder with this ink. It looks darker, but when it transferred on, that's what came out. So cool. All right. All right, let me move all this stuff, and then we'll get into our dyeing of the seam binding, okay? Now, you guys know what I mean by seam binding, right? It's not like how you would bind off a quilt. That's not what I mean. It's like a very thin, wait a minute, too much stuff. I wish I had time to get into this. I should use these. Brenda, do you remember who makes these? Because I can't see anything on here. But I mean, I'm afraid I'm going to stab myself. They would have to make a little holster for them. Okay. All right. Yes, let's see what happens. Okay. And look at this pretty bag. Happiness inside. It really was. Okay. So what we're going to do, move some more stuff, is we are going to work. Why is it doing that? Okay, that fixed it. All right. kind of wanted this shiny side. Let me take this down because I know how I make a mess. All right. So I'm just taping down this is freezer paper that I'm just covering my workspace with, but you know, use your mat or whatever you use to protect the surface, or newspapers, or you know, whatever you got. Now I am using some pretty inks. These are by Catherine Pooler, and yeah, you know what, Kathleen? I think that they were, like Brenda said, they were from last year's kit. They only had a couple, and they just gave us like extra stuff they had. Where can you get seam binding? Nothing in stores in your town. I ordered it from Amazon, and because I teach, I get it in a big spool like this, and it's 100 yards. And I usually get the white. I like the white because I can dye it any color. And that was my thought today. So you can buy it, you know, it comes in just like solid colors too. But I think the white is the most versatile. This is some that I have dyed before. And it depends on the wrinkly factor if you want to wrinkle it up or not. I kind of like how that looks. So I'm going to crinkle mine today, but you could, I used to, if I wanted it straight, I would just take it, dye it, and hang it on the shower rod and let it dry. And it gets, you know, it just hangs straight. So whichever way you look, you can do it. All right, so these are dye inks. I think they're dye inks, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Premium dye ink. Okay, this one is called Lime Ricky. This one is too hard to see. Wait a minute. I don't know the name of it, but it's a pretty yellow, okay? This is Tiki Torch. And what I was kind of thinking is I want to do a rainbow. This is Do-Si Do, Oh Boy, and Sambra, okay? So I'm going to do kind of a rainbow effect. You did it at Dumfries in 2019. Okay, good. We'll do some more. Okie doke. All right, so I have already taken out a hunk or hank of it, and I have kind of divided it into sections. So I'm going to do, oh, don't tell me. Wait a minute. Let me just get this even here because I want it to, okay. So here it is, like, you know, spread out. Can you guys see this? Let me move it down a little. Okay. And let me take my new scissors and chop off I thought what we do is dye it first and then we can let it dry. And we're probably going to need the heat gun, but I'm going to take off this little piece at the end. Oh yeah, they're nice, guys. Okay. So here we have it laying out. And my thought was, let's kind of, I was thinking to twist it and get kind of a tie-dye look. Actually, what we ought to do is put it on the twist and style tool. I wish I'd thought of that. Yes, Jenny Atkinson. Yeah, a lot of people do it. It's just a good, but I think this will work. All right. So let's spritz this with water first. Not drench it, but just a little spritz. So we're going to add more as we add the colors. So let's start with Roy, our red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Sorry, I didn't have a purple. So I thought do a pink and that'll kind of bleed into the red. So this was my thought. And not sure how this is going to go. You can make your own pattern ribbon with stamps too. Yes, you could. I don't know. That might be past my my attention span. But, well, who knows? Okay. Now, if you had sprays, you could use those too. It'd probably be easier. But I have the re-inkers, and, you know, there's a lot of ink in here. Now, this is a pretty strong color. So I'm just going to do a couple little drops. And again, this is experimental. So let's see what happens. Now I'm going to give that a good spritz. Look at how that's moving. Ooh, I like it. All right, let's keep going here. And it is kind of an orangey red, so it's hopefully going to bleed into the next one. And I think this is going to be really pretty. And hopefully it'll go through, but I think when we spray it, that should do the job. We just want it to keep moving because I don't want it all clumped. We'll see. I have another trick at the end, but we'll see how this goes. So now this should bleed into this one. You did a live with Eileen for Christmas. At the end, you use ink pads to add color to the seam binding. Yeah. Well, same idea, Teresita. Yeah. Cool. And Teresita is the master of the jelly plate and mixing colors and, you know, good combinations. And wait until you see her samples for the May-June release. Can't wait. And everybody's, they're, as usual, you know, amazing and fantastic. All right. Now, what I should have been doing is putting one ahead so that when we do the blue, it'll kind of bleed into the next one. I think it's looking pretty already, but we're going to have to flop it around. But let's see here. And you might want to wear gloves. Look at how that's happening. Isn't that neat? Did you see that green just went down into the yellow? Hey, Sarah Clark. Maybe roll it. Yes, I'm going to get my color down first, and then I will do that. Right now, I'm just having fun here. Wait a minute. You know, purple really would be pretty. Let me see. Wait a minute. Here is one. Well, that's pretty. Pucker up. Let's do that one. It wasn't exactly the shade, but that'll look good. See, I don't know how that's going to look next to that, but maybe I'll do a little pink after. I know, aren't these cool? You should see those May-June release samples now. You guys you could get me in big trouble. That's why we have releases, so you'll be surprised all at one time. I know, but you guys should get extra special stuff. Hey, Linda, how are you? So Sarah and I are working on a project, which you're going to see, hopefully. I'm not sure when the sample is going to get here, but I'm pretty excited about it. All right, I'm going to spritz both of these at the same time. All right, let's go back down again. I think that's looking pretty cool. We might need a little more up here. I really like this color. It's like a salmon, but look at that. It's called Samba, I guess. All right, let's, did we do the green? Yeah, I just didn't put it back. Okay, so let's kind of do this. All right, I can see that underneath I have some ribbon that is not wet. So I'm going to go ahead and just spritz again. And really, you can't add too much water. Look at that. All right, see, here's a clump. So make sure you get all that, because if it's not wet, it's not going to blend as well. It might, but not for a while. So dig under the layers and just make sure you got everything, okay? Oh, I can't wait to see this. I feel like I should do this every day. We're going to have every color. It's going to be the rainbow. Look at this. Oh, my Lord. I feel like I need to put some paper here, too, and also have paper towels, which will be pretty by the end of it. What kind of ribbon is that? It is seam binding. It's 100% rayon from Amazon. There's our ad from Glow. Tracking said Saturday. Okay, very good. You'd be shocked to see them today. Yes, I don't have them. I don't have them like ready. All right, so I needed a drink after that. I think that is blending just perfectly, don't you think? I mean, everything is colored. Just think about weaving this, guys. All right, but I need to get some paper because I don't want to let that go. Well, maybe I could just do a couple pieces of this and see what maybe I can weave paper towel. I don't know. All right, I'm going to see about, I'm going to wipe it up with this, even though, well, even copy paper would be fine. Let me get a couple pieces. All right. So I'm going to just move this here for a minute. And I'm going to lift up some of this pretty color because, you know, we could make like some insert books or something using this. Oh, look at that. Oh, all right. Okay. Very nice. Sarah, I showed him the eye mask we did. Look at these. Isn't that pretty? Wait until that dries. All right, let's just get one more on the back here. And there's a little wet on here, but that's fine. And we'll just wipe that up with a paper towel. And because what I want to do next is work on the loom while this is drying. But first I want to give it a hit with the heat gun because I know it's not going to dry in time. So I want to weave it, so I need to do it now. So close your ears. It's going to take a while. Sorry, guys. Got to do it. Look at these colors. Okay, Linda, was I supposed to get some yarn to weave with my loom? No, we didn't include yarn in the first kit. It was very basic. You just got some cotton cord and some beads. But in the next kit, you will. Now, if you got the kit from Jules, then you might have gotten some fibers. But we all had different kits, so we're trying to standardize everything so that everybody gets the same thing when you order. It's a lot to do in a little time, so we're doing our best here. Okay, this is drying a little bit. New craft tool idea. Desktop clothes dryer. Yeah. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Oh, they have the little vacuum. Yeah, sorry about that, but I want to weave this. I am dying. I could always go off and do it, but look at that. Beautiful. Beautifulness. Okay. Yeah, it's still pretty wet, guys. See, the thing is, if I weave it, it's going to get stain on my weavers, which I don't care. I just don't want to get it on my loom. So I might have to wrap it with paper towel if it's not dry. But okay, so now we get to the question, do we want to crinkle it? Do we want to have crinkly ribbon or just use it like this? And I'm kind of liking it like that. I think either one would be good. And I want to say that I blame this on Lisa Townsend because she posted this. She used it in a project that she posted in the fan club. So if you guys aren't in the fan club, go ahead and join because that's where we do a lot of our sharing about what we're making. And so go see what everybody's making in there with the loom and with the journals. I just have to wash my hands off here. It is perfect just like that. I kind of like it too. Just want to make sure. Yes. Oh yeah. I figured, Linda, that everybody would have some kind of yarn or ribbon or something that you could try. Yeah. Thank you, Glum. How do you make it crinkly? Okay, all you do is you just take it, what I do, and I would just wad that up into a ball and I would let it sit until it dried. And then this is what comes out. It's crinkly. So if you were to weave that, it would be, I don't know. I can't wait to try it. But this, I think I do want to leave it this way. So I'm going to move this out of the way, even though I just love looking at it. Yeah, these colors are vibrant. Now, you know what you could do? Maybe what I should do is go throw it in the dryer. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it down. And if it's a little wet, then it's an experiment of what happens when it's wet and you leave it. I'm just going to throw it on the floor, kind of string it out like this so it's, not on each other. All right, let's see what happens. It's going to take me a minute to string the loom, so let's put this away. Get our loom out. Just make sure that this is clean because this is our baby. We don't want to hurt the baby. Juliana and I were trying to figure out, we're the baby mamas. Oh, and we have to do our contest, and I'm sorry I didn't get that up. We need to name the loom. Instead of saying Eileen Hull JEWELLOOM every time, then we can just give it a name. All right, so I'm going to get it out, and here it is, our little baby. Okay, so we have to put down our weavers, or what do you call them? The warp. Okay, here is the needle, and this is going to work great. What were the inks? Yes, they were dye inkers, re-inkers. What do you use to do your warps? I know absolutely nothing about this. We're going to do it right now. Okay. Sorry. I am so glad that my hands didn't look like this morning when I had to give that presentation. Okay. So this is a 1 millimeter cotton cord. That's what I'm using. You can use anything that will fit in these little slots here. These are, did she call them teeth? I can't remember. Love the colors. I came in late. What did you use to color the binding? That is Catherine Pooler. Yes, thank you, Glum. All right, so you know what? Let's just wrap this because I don't want to get in trouble with the other baby mama that I got ink on my little loom. I'm just gonna kind of wrap this around here. Well, that's probably not so great, but maybe I should tape it down. I think my hands are pretty clean now, and this is all wiped off. So you know what? I'm going to string this, and then we'll do that on there. Okay, so the first thing you do is you tie this on, and the first version that we got did not have this notch, but I'm liking it because then you can see where it is and just set our knot right there, okay? Hey, Jenny, how are you? Yes, the colors are beautiful. Okay, you got ink on your tassel maker. See, I knew it. It's just going to happen. And you know what? Like I always feel like this is my tool. I bought it, and I'm going to use it how I want. If it gets a little ink on it or paint or whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's do... How many should we do? The other day we did every 2. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just tying my knot up here. I'm threading it through the first little notch, bringing it down to the first notch at the bottom, and then I'm going to take it and wrap it all the way to the bottom on the other side. Wrap it around, keeping it taut. Oops, not like that. It was kind of catching. And I think, well, let's do every 2 because just for speed purposes, because we only have a little while here. So I'm just going to alternate. And you know what? It might be fun to do a pattern like where you do maybe, 2 close together, then move some over, because that's going to change your fibers. So we'll do that another time. All right. So we're just going to go every 2, and you just count 2 spaces in between your loom. All right. If it gets twisted, you want to untwist it. Just wrap it around. It goes so fast, really. I'm getting pretty quick at this. Now, when we get to the end, we're going to have 1 space left. So we'll just leave that. Okay. And then we're going to come up here. And you can wrap it around a couple times, and then Now, Juliana, she interwove them and tied knots, and, you know, really, I'm going to put it on and take it off. So I'm just going to put my tape on there, and I'm good with that. Did I show you this cool tape dispenser I have? I have it clipped on, so anytime I need it, I can just go up there and grab it. I think it was like a gift wrapping thing at Christmas time. I always get the gadgets. There's always a better way. Okay, so that is all contained. And then, you know, you just feel it and make sure there's good tension. It doesn't have to be super tight because you're weaving. You know, it's going to go up and down, and, you know, it's fine. That looks good. You just don't want them like caving in. The other thing that you don't want is to weave so tightly, although this could be a cool thing too. If you gradually increase the tension and made it into a shape, you know, in the middle and then came out again, I think that would be pretty too. All right, so let's, you have that tape dispenser? Yeah, all right, let's see how this is doing. It's still pretty wet. I really don't want to do wet. So guys, I'm just going to take my heat gun. I'm not going to make you listen. I'm going to put it over here and just do a little bit more. Discuss. Let me know if you have any questions. Just put them up in the chat, okay? About supplies or anything. This is looking so pretty. I just don't want it to be like wet. Wet, wet. Damp is okay. All right, we're almost there. All right, wait until you see this. Look at, isn't it pretty? I don't want to do anything with it. I just want to play with it. That's another thing that I've done too. It kind of muddies your colors a little bit more, but you could just kind of like drop colors of ink on here, wet this whole thing, and drop it in and start tossing it. And that kind of is a cool effect too. All right, so are you ready? Let's start doing this. You thought material had to be cotton for it to be permanent. I don't know about that. Probably I'm not going to be washing this, you know, on a book. So I'm not too worried about that. But yeah. Most reinkers are vibrant. Weave bow ties for acorn. Yeah, I don't think so. And I'm not sure about that, John and Lori Boyd, if it has to be. I think you can heat set other things, but I don't know. Does anybody know? All right, now to find the end. Here's one. So look at this. Oh my Lord, I'm going to be dyeing stuff all night, and I'm going to be ordering more seam binding. It's beautiful. Oh man, any color that you want, you could have in here. All right, so we are going to have to cut some because I'm not doing that whole strand of it, but I'm going to do a long one. Sorry you're late. Lisa Townsend, this is all because of you. I saw your post in the fan club, and I was like, seam binding? What? It's all your fault. So you can go back and watch, and you probably know how to do this, Lisa. But Lisa posted in the fan club her version of doing it with seam binding, and I thought it was so pretty I had to go try it. Now I'll probably be staining my needle too, now that I think about it. But you know what? It's the Woodstock version. Okay, so now what I want to do, and although Lisa, I did have a question. Did you tie yours on to the weaving here? You can definitely dye rayon permanently. Yeah. Oh, depends on the dye. Rainbow loom. Lisa, did you tie it? Because I liked how hers were. They were kind of sticking out like this. You know, so she did colors, you know, rows of colors. But I think I might just leave mine. this time. And then I can always tie it after. I'll leave enough out there that we can tie it. So I'm going to go ahead just like we did the other day, and you tied it on. Okay. I'm just going to leave it. I can always do it later. Okay, so I'm going to just start with going over, under, over, under, over, under. Okay, that's all there is to it. And you just pull. Let's see, this is going to be so pretty. I like it because it's thick. This is going to go fast, pretty sure. Now, this is a question I had with that other ribbon that I had, that, or it was yarn actually, but it was flat like ribbon. So I was trying to figure out, do I want to kind of keep that flatness to it, or should I just let it roll how it wants and not mess with it? So what do you guys think? Because we're going to have to decide here. Now see how that's kind of not going according to plan? But I think I am going to scrunch it. So I think in the long run, it's not going to matter. So I'm going to go with no. But you could try it. If you leave a tail, you can weave it in later. Yes, that's true. You can weave it in later. All right. This is going to be beautiful. I already know. I mean, it's already pretty. And I don't see that the dye is coming off anywhere, even on the string. I mean, after a while, guys, you get so fast. The trick is just not pulling too hard on each strand. Look at how that's blending. Oh, I could do this forever. Look at that. Oh, man. It's all your fault, Lisa. All right, now this one, can you see here? I didn't tighten that, so I'm going to pull that a little bit. Look at how these are kind of overlapping each other. This is gorgeous. You know, this would be a cool bookmark. You wouldn't even have to put it on a journal, but you could. All right, I'm going to pull this up a little bit. You laid yours flat, then scrunched it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's so many ways you can do it, guys. And do it one way one time and another way the next time. And just see what you like the best. But look at this. We could fill our whole loom just with this one strip. I mean, it's not going to be real full, but it would be very light and airy unless we want to scrunch it up, which I kind of want to do. I think that is beautiful. Do you see that? It's like ruched. Now you need to order some seam binding. You do. Make sure to get the white so you can dye it. All right, but I think doing other colors, like if you got a yellow, you know, you could add brown to it and make it kind of vintage looking or anything. You know, I was going to do another project today and I was like, I just have to try that. And I'm glad I did. I love it. What about a kid's hair ribbon or something? What could this be? Like a little hair bow? How could you do that? Like a little headband for a tiny little head, but you'd have to put, you'd need a longer loom, which I'm already thinking about. Oh, Jules. All right, we're getting into the blue. This is my thing. All right, now this, can you see that? That's not tight enough. So I'm going to go back here because I just want to see so we can adjust, just so we know. So you just have to, you know, pull a little here, and fill that out. Yeah, okay. All right, so just make sure after you do each one that you're checking on that tension. A little, you know, a little bit is not bad, but you don't want big bubbles coming out the side. Or maybe you do. And that is fine. You could try for Rebecca. Yeah. How old is she? Is she 7 or 6, Sarah? Yeah. I think Nora and Catherine, but I'm not around them right now. And we're going away for a month. But I need to make them stuff so they don't forget me. I even like, look at this. Isn't that pretty? It looks tie-dyed. Oh, man. 8. Okay. All right. Yeah. Nora's 8. And she does gymnastics. I don't know. Now see, look at this. You know what? I think I stretched it a little too much. Now this is good because I kind of built in a little bit. I don't want these getting out of shape. So just make sure they're all nice and straight, okay? All right. Oh, this is just, I can hardly stand it. Oops. I mean, it's pretty not squished, but also pretty squished. Hi, Carrie. I have your loom ready to go. I should have mailed it last night, but we went to a show in DC and I just didn't. I had to take a break. I've been gone since I got home. So it will be in the mail like right after this. I'm going over the post office. Okay. All right. And I want you guys to play around with what you have at home. All right. All right, let me pull this here. So we went a little crazy. But, you know, it's not bad to have extra space. That is the prettiest thing. Barbara, I've done this making cardboard looms and wool yarn years ago. Found the idea in an old magazine. Made small pockets for gift cards. What? Pockets for gift cards? All right. See, this is just the beginning. You are in on the ground floor, guys. This, you can say, I saw it happening when everyone in the country is weaving. All right? Everything comes back. You know that. Comes and goes with a different twist. If you use elastic for the warp, could you make this a hair tie? You know, Amy, I was wondering about that. I was wondering if you could even add elastic around here, like tie these all together somehow and then have an elastic band. I don't know. I got to work on that because elastic strings, I'm not sure how that would contract. You know, I don't know. I mean, I just have to try playing around with it. And you know, Amy, the next thing tomorrow, she'll have some hair thing. You guys are so good. Everybody, so creative. And that's what I love about our group, that everybody is so generous and shares their ideas and all their stuff they're working on. And it just gives all of us more ideas, and round you go. All right, so we are going to have to, I think, grab another hunk. But let's see how this goes here. And really, I use my needle a lot. I like that it's wood and it just, you know, pushes and prods everything where it needs to be. I remember when I heard about weaving with Eileen in the old days. Yeah, I decided I wasn't going to buy it, and then I saw the live yesterday. Sorry, Carrie. Well, what can I say? If I'm doing it, everybody should do it because I don't want to do it alone. It's more fun to get your ideas and do it together, you know? Because I just think it adds to the whole craft of it. All right, so we're going to have to end this. So I'm going to take it right up to the end here and grab that and then go through. And let's see. Maybe we can make it one more time. Let me just push this and see how we're doing. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I can make it one more time. Yep. Okay, maybe even one more. Just for the heck of it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's evaluate what we have here. It's looking good. All right, now I want to hook it up to that color again, and we're going to have a knot. So let's see what happens. I want the green end. That's not it. Oh, here it is. All right, so let's tie this together. Now, see, we could have, or we still could actually, we could go in, because this is loose, we could go in here and just cut off little bits and tie them in to make them fuzzy and sticking out. And I really liked how Lisa did that. I kind of didn't plan for this, but I was so excited about actually seeing what the pattern was that I just had to jump ahead. Okay, Sheila says, I can't believe I missed this. Have family staying so off kilter. Oh, I know how that goes. Yes, catch up. You can see a patch there. And applique it on jeans. Oh my God. Oh, this is just too much. All right, well, I'm going to do this one if I have enough here and make a knot because I kind of want this pattern to continue. Maybe I can poke it through with my needle. All right, I got to concentrate here. I hate making knots. I might have a problem teaching this class. I feel like my fingers just can't get in there. And I mean, it's okay when I'm just stitching by myself, but I don't know, somehow with the camera on. All right, there we go. Okay, so let's trim these off pretty tight. And this is wet, so it's helping it to stay. I mean, not that I mind if we have little things sticking out because they're kind of cute. But let's see what happens. All right, so we don't need a whole big long one. But yet I'm gonna do this one this long, just in case. Because we might want to scrunch that up, you know? What Karen said. What did Karen say? Use fabric glue and tack together flat. Then you don't need a knot. Yes, that's true. Or you could just weave it in, really. That's true. Yeah, I could have done that. All right, I'll do that next time. Ribbing for pants or tops, making your own clothing. This could take a while, but I have some big clothes to make. Although the diet has been going okay. I need to get new jeans now because my other ones are not loose, but you know, I want them to fit. I'm going to be on that hobby maker, and I'm just nervous. I just want to look like normal, so I'm trying to get some outfits together. Who knows? I'm very insecure. I would wear the same thing every day if I could, just because I don't want to think about it. I like thinking about all these things, but not what I'm going to wear. Now this looks blue, doesn't it? I wonder if that's where some blue, I don't know where that came from, but it's pretty. Oh, I guess it was a blue. It wasn't an aqua. I don't know how we did that. I don't know why there's no aqua in here. But it looks like it though, doesn't it? That looks more aqua to me. All right, what do you guys think? Did you dye the seam binding? Yes, we did, Tammy. We sure did. We dyed it out of seam binding and Catherine Pooler inks. And if you could watch the replay and see how we did it. It was really fun. And I am loving this. I want to put it on everything. I need to make a book so I can use it. And I don't mind with these not being straight, you know, like Lisa did. She did hers flat so that I think that's what I got from what she said. And that would be pretty too. Oops. But I don't mind because I'm just, you know, squishing it anyway. And I like the bumps. I think this is so, so pretty. Let's use our little comb. Now this is because depending on how many strands you have going and what the space is, it doesn't always fit exactly in, you know, where you want, but you can use your needle. All right, and then we have to figure out what to do with this. I think. All right, and don't forget to allow enough room here for these warps to stay where they started. Juliana is going to love this. I can't wait to show her. She is at a YouTube like conference right now out in Las Vegas, I think. So, but we've been on the phone because we got our first wholesale order at my local store. So we had to figure that out. You wouldn't believe all the decisions to be made. But we want everybody to get one of these little babies. I can't wait for my kids to get their hands on it because the grandkids, I think I should bring it tomorrow night because I'm babysitting. It's my daughter and son-in-law's 10th anniversary. So they're going to a fancy restaurant and we're gonna, if I can get them off their tablets, we will be doing a craft project. Trevor is 5, so I don't know, but he's pretty good with his hands coordination-wise, so we'll see. Might be a little young, but Claire's going to be 2. I don't know. She's be pushing our luck with her. I'll help her. All right, I say we're almost done here. And I hope I'm going to look up and see ideas. Will that be a future die? Something to go with the weaving. Well, now, Isabel, that could be. I don't know if you saw the earrings that I have on today, but they look like this, and there are some others in the set. So I think they would be sort of pretty hanging from there. What do you guys think? Not till October. All right. I think that could work. All right. Thank you, Carrie. I'm not cool, but ask my kids, they will tell you. No, they love me, but you know, they're the kids. You know, what I would say is, see here how that got that purple? I think if you dry this kind of so that they're not touching, you're going to get purer colors in here, if that's what you're going for. Because I think it still bleeds when it's wet. So see, here's another one. Or it could just be that I dropped something on it. But I think I was pretty careful when I did it to keep them, you know, the color that I wanted. So just something to keep in mind. All right, I'm going to move this up a little bit because I have a little more to go. But see, I like the loose weave because then I have options. I can stretch it out and make it taller, and plus I have room to work. So it's good. I like the scrunchie because it gives me options to do anything. And if this were going to go on a book binding, this is 6 inches giving you working room. So I think it's 6.5, and you have 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here. Because when you get into something that small, it's hard to get in there too tight. But I love this. And we made this in, oh shoot, we went over a little. Sorry, guys. All right, I'm going to just finish this and then we'll end. And then I will still have this here and I can think about what do I want to do with it. I think I might want to put it on a book, but you guys might want something different. So get on your looms, make some tie-dye rainbow seam binding, and see what you guys want to do. All right. And don't forget to post it in the group, Eileen Hull Fan Club. Go on and just answer the questions so we let you in. And we're almost done here. Sorry about that. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to be packing and probably going crazy. So one more, and I'm going to turn this off. Okay. So guys, I think you saw how to do this. If you have questions, I'll look at this later and see if anybody needs any answers. But in the meantime, anything goes. Guys, do whatever you want. This is yours to explore. And the more we each explore, the more we know. All right. I think this is amazing. Don't you guys think? All right. So if you want to move it down a little, just move it down. I love it. All right, guys. Yes, have a great weekend. Reminds me of the braids we used to put in our hair. You could braid it in your hair. That could be the next hair sensation. You know, forget the colors, just weave in strips of, man, if I was good at weaving or hair doing, I might do that. All right, now I see a couple spots here where it's a little bulky, but overall not bad, don't you think? Can you see this? I mean, it just makes you happy. All right, Isabel. Yes, we'll see what happens with it. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next installation of the Eileen Hull JEWELLOOM and how it works, loom, and how it works with your Sizzix dies or by itself. Okay? All right, guys, thanks for watching. See ya.